Hello, everybody. We're back for some more baseball here on the channel. We got the 61 Yankees, traveling to Detroit for the final game here in this three-game series. Can the Yankees sweep the Tigers, or is the Tigers going to bounce back and get one game here? Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the New York Yankees. A little different lineup here tonight. We got leading off, playing second base, Bobby Richardson. Batting second, playing third is Clint Boyer. Batting third, playing right field is Roger Maris. Batting fourth, playing center field is Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth, playing first base is Bill Skowron. Batting sixth, playing left field is Yogi Berra. Batting seventh, doing the catching is Johnny Blanchard. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Joe DeMatrice. And on the mound, doing the pitching, batting ninth, the chairman of the board, Whitey Ford, we're giving Tony Kubek the night off. And for the hometown Detroit Tigers, let's take a look at their lineup here. You got leading off, playing second, Jake Wood. Batting second, playing center field is Bill Burton. Batting third, playing right field is Al Kaline. Batting fourth, playing left field is Rocky Colavito. Batting fifth, playing first base is Norm Cash. Batting sixth, doing the catching is Dick Brown. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Chico Fernandez. And batting eighth, playing third base is Ozzie Virgil. And batting ninth, on the mound, doing the pitching for the Detroit Tigers is Frank Larry. All right, folks, let's get down to Tiger Stadium and get this last game of a three-game series underway. Hey, DC. And here we are, folks. And here's the first pitch to Bobby. And right away, he starts this game off with a single in the right field, folks. Just what the Yankees wanted. There we go with Bobby on it first. Now, like I say, something different in the lineup. No Tony Kubek. We got Clint Boyer batting second here. Here's the pinch to Clint. And how about that? This is paying off, folks. He beats out an infield single. And we got the first two runners aboard here for the M&M boys. First and second, nobody out. Richardson down at second. Boyer down at first for Mr. Maris. Here's the pitch to Roger. And that ball is hit back to the mound. Larry spins, fires that ball down to Fernandez. He tosses it over to Wood, who fires over to Cash. That's your one. Well, after 1-6-3 double play, folks. So that hurt. But Richardson goes down the third for Mick. So it's going to take a 2-out hit here for Mick to get Bobby in. Here's the pitch to Mick. And that's a swing and a miss, strike three. So Larry gets out of the first two boys getting aboard. Nobody scores. Yankees nothing. Tigers coming to bat. Got Jake Wood here to lead off the game against the chairman of the board. And that's a swing and a miss, strike three. Whitey starts this game out right. Brings up Bill Burton now. And that's going to be a ball popped up in the infield. And Demetrius out there at short instead of Kubek. He makes the play. Calls everybody off. That's 2 outs. It brings up Al Kaline now. And that ball is swung on and missed. And Whitey looks like he's dealing today. Strikes out 2 out of 3. We go to the top of the second. It's 0-0. We got Skowron. And then the B-boys, Yogi Berra and Johnny Blanchard, due up here in the second. Here's the pitch to Moose. And that is swung on and miss. Scowen strikes out. Looks like these pitchers are on their game right now. Here's Mr. Yogi, everybody's favorite Yogi. And Yogi gets a hold of this off of Larry. Squares it up. And that ball is deep. That ball is back. That ball's going over the right field porch, lands in the upper deck up there. Yogi turned on that and gives the Yankees a 1-0 lead, folks. That brings up Mr. Johnny Blanchard now with 1 out, nobody on. And Johnny hits that ball down to Virgil. Virgil's up with it, fires across the diamond for the 2nd out. See what Joe can do here now. One of his rare starts of the game, of the season. He's hitting 300 on the year, folks. And he swings and misses strike 3. But the Yanks score 1 on the Yogi home run. Go to the bottom of the 2nd. Yankees 1, Tigers nothing. Got Colavito, Cash, and Brown due up for the Tigers, though. Here's Rocky. And that's going to be a strike 3. Ford is dealing some heat, folks. Here's the pitch to Norm Cash. And that is going to be a ball hit down the short. Joe fires over to Moose. That's a quick 2 outs here in the 2nd. Brings up Dick Brown. And that's going to be a ball 1 on Brown. And Whitey comes back and strikes him out. How about that, folks? What about this outing reminds you of Linda Ronstadt? You're seeing a lot of blue Bayous, that's for sure. We go to the top of the 3rd. It's 1-0 Yankees. We got Ford, Richardson, and Boyer due up here in the 3rd. Here's the pitch to the chairman of the board. And that is going to be a fly ball to center field. Whitey's out of there. 1 down. Brings up Mr. Richardson. Bobby's 1 for 1. Got a single in the 1st. And he flies out to center field to keeping Burton busy out there this inning. They might want to hit it somewhere else. Here's Clint Boyer, who also got a single his first time up. And again, he hits that ball to Burton. All 3 fly balls at center field. All 3 are outs. 1, 2, 3 goes the Yankees. We move to the bottom of the 3rd. Yankees up by 1. You got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Tigers. Fernandez, Virgil, and Larry. Here's the pitch to Chico. And that is going to be a pop fly down the 3rd. And Boyer's calling everybody off. That's 1 out. Brings up Ozzie Virgil now. And that ball's hit down the 3rd on the ground. Boyer up with it. Quick 2 outs. Clint's all over this inning. Brings up Larry now. See what Frank can do against the chairman of the board. And that ball is hit down the 1st. And Moose lets that ball get by him. That's an E3. Letting the pitcher on. I don't know how smart that is on an air. See if Whitey can work around this. Brings up Jake Wood. He struck out his first time up. And he hits that ball in the right field. Maris has room out there. So the error doesn't cost him. We go to the top of the 4th. Yankees 1, Tigers nothing. We got the big boys due up now. We got Maris, Mano, and Scourin. See what happens here in the 4th. Here's the pitch to Roger. He's 0 for 1. He hit into a double play his first time up. And that's swung on and missed strike 3. Roger goes down, goes back to the bench. Here comes the Mick. Mick's 0 for 1. He also struck out his first time up. And they don't want nothing to do with Mick this time. Mick walks on down the 1st. Brings up the Moose. Moose is 0 for 1. He also struck out his first time up. See if he can get a base hit now with Mick on. No, he pops that ball up in the foul territory. Brown's chasing after it, throws the mask off, makes the catch. We got 2 down now with Mick on at first. And here comes the man of the hour right now, Yogi. 1 for 1 with a home run. Can he do it again here, folks? And that's a 2-ball, no strike count on him. Can he take advantage of this hitter's count? And that's going to be hit down the first. And Cash is going to take it himself. And that'll end the inning, folks. The Yankees leave Mick aboard. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still a 1-0 lead. Here's Burton. Kaline and Calavito do up for the Tigers. And that's ball 4 to Burton. Whitey's first walk. Not what you want to do to start an inning, especially with these guys coming up now. Got Al Kaline coming up. Here's the pitch to Al. And that ball is hit down the second. It's a slow roller. I don't think they're going to turn 2. He shuffles the ball over to Joe, and that's all they'll get, but they get the lead runner. Brings up Rocky now with Kaline down at first. Here's the pitch to Rocky. Yankees looking to turn 2. And that's going to be ball 4 to Calavito. All of a sudden, Whitey can't find the strike zone this inning. 2 walks here. First and second, 1 out. Brings up Norm Cash. Let's see if the Yankees can get out of this mess with a double play. And that ball is going to be hit back to Whitey. His only play is going to be going over to first. So Kaline and Calavito will move up. It'll be second and third now with 2 outs. For Dick Brown. Here we go, folks. And that ball is lifted in the left field. Yogi's got it out there near the line. And Whitey gets out of the mess. Nobody scoring. We go to the top of the 5th. New York Yankees 1. Detroit Tigers nothing. We got Blanchard, Demetrius, and Ford due up here, bottom part of the lineup. 0 for 1 is Mr. Blanchard. He grounded out the third his first time up. And they don't want nothing to do with Johnny. They walk him. Johnny trots on down the first. Walking the lead-off batter. Let's see if the Yankees can make him pay. Here's Joe. He's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And just what the doctor ordered if you're a Tigers fan. That ball is hit down to Fernandez. Over to second. To Woods. Over to Cash. 6-4-3 double play. Now it's 2 outs, nobody on for Whitey. Whitey's not a bad hitting pitcher. He's hitting .244 on the year. He's 0 for 1 today. And he hits that ball down to Virgil. He makes the play. 1, 2, 3, and away goes the Yanks with that walk, but wiped out with the double play. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. We got Fernandez, Virgil, and Larry due up here for the Tigers. Fernandez is 0 for 1. He popped up the Boyer his first time up. And again, Whitey starts this inning off with a walk. Fernandez trots on down the first. That brings up Virgil. Not very fleet of foot. See if they can get a double play out of this. Here's the pitch to Verge. And that is going to be a that ball is thrown over the first and Scouring with another error. That's going to be a 2-base error. Fernandez is going to go on down the third. We got first and third now, folks, with nobody out. And that'll bring up Larry. Larry might try to sacrifice Virgil down the second. That's what he's going to try to do. They're not going for the squeeze. It's just going to go for the sacrifice down the second. Here's the pitch to Larry. And that is a foul ball, strike one. He's still going to square. And let's see what this is. And that's going to be a ball. So we got 1 ball and 1 strike on Larry. And another foul ball. So it's a 1-2 count. And he pops that one up in foul territory. So Larry strikes out, doesn't get the sacrifice down, folks. So we got first and third, 1 down. Yankees are going to keep the infield in with Wood up, try to cut that run off. And Whitey just walked the bases loaded, folks. Sure. Bases are loaded now for Bill Burton. Again, they'll keep the infield in. Burton's not a very good candidate to double up, especially with Wood down at first. And that's going to be another base on balls, folks. Whitey just walked in the tying run. Jeez, you Pete. Hey, Ken. The chairman of the board cannot find the strike zone all of a sudden. And it's still bases loaded. Only 1 out. Here's the pitch to K-line. And that ball is flying, hit in the center field. That's deep enough for Virgil to score. So the Tigers take a 2-1 lead here, folks. Sure. So if White can get the ball over the plate, everything seems to be doing fine, but he can't find the strike zone. So we got 2 outs now with Calavito up, Wood and Burton on. Here's the pitch to Rocky. And that ball is hit in the right field. Maris has got it. The walks just killed Whitey as they give up the lead. Tigers lead 2-1. We go to the top of the 6th. We got the top of the order due up here for the Yanks. You got Richardson, Boyer, and Maris. See if they can make some noise here against Frank. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. 1 out. Brings up Clint Boyer now. Boyer's 1 for 2. Let's see if he can get his second hit here. Get on base for the M&M boys. He hits that ball down to Jake Wood. Wood up with it, fires over to Cash. A quick 2 outs. Mr. Maris, can he tie this game up with 1 swing of the bat? He's hit into a double play and struck out here today. And that's going to be ball 1 on him, or rather strike 1, foul ball on him. And he hits that ball in the right field. 1, 2, 3, go the Yanks. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Yankees trailing by 1. It's 2-1. We got Cash, Brown, and Fernandez due up here for the Tigers. Here's the pitch to Norman. And that ball, 4. Unbelievable. How many walks is that for Whitey? That's his 6th base on balls, folks. And we'll look at the scorecard here, see how many innings that is with him walking the leadoff batter. That's 3 innings in a row. The 4th, 5th, and 6th inning, he's walked the leadoff batter, folks. All righty. Now we got Brown up again. The Yankees looking to turn 2. And that ball is hit down the second over to Joe covering second. But he isn't going to throw over to first. They don't get the double play, but you got Brown down at first now. Fernandez is up with 1 out. And that's going to be a ball hit down the second. And this time, Bobby doesn't clean it cleanly, field it cleanly. And we got first and second, folks. Another error by the Yankees. That's 3 errors in this game, folks. We got first and second now for Virgil. See if Whitey can pitch around this mess. And that ball is hit down the short. And Joe Dimitri's up with it, shovels it over to Bobby, and Bobby fires over to Moose, and they get out of the inning with a 6-4-3 double play, folks. We head to the 7th inning. Yankees trailing by 1. We got Mantle, Scowen, and Baradu up here. Let's see if they can come back here. Hard to the lineup. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field mix out of there. Here comes the Moose. And he hits that ball down to Jake Wood. That's a quick 2 outs, folks. Jake fires over to Cash. Here's Yogi with the only run on the board. He hit that home run. Can he do it again and tie this ball game up, folks? And that's going to be a foul ball. Strike 1 on Yogi. And that ball is deep. That ball is back again. How about that? Yogi Berra taking the Yankees on his back and carrying them. He ties this ball game up, folks. It's Yogi 2, Tigers 2. 2 outs now for Johnny Blanchard. And he lifts that ball in the right field. That's back. And Kaline makes the catch near the track. And that's it for the Yankees. But Yogi ties this ball game up, folks. We go to the 7th inning stretch. We got Larry, Wood, and Burton due up here for the Tigers. Do we pitch hit for Larry? That is the question. That is the question. I think we're going to have to. So Larry's going to come out of the ball game. See who the Tigers are going to pitch hit with. I think they're going to bring out old Bubba. Morton's going to come out and pitch hit. Ah, Thomas. There's Bubba. All right, we got Morton up here now. We'll have Morton followed by Wood and Burton here in the 7th. Here's to pitch the Bubba. And that's a fly ball in the left field. Yogi camps under it. He makes the catch for the first out here in the 7th. And that's going to bring up Jake Wood. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And that's a pop up behind home plate. Johnny goes back, makes the catch, a quick 2 outs. And here's Bill Burton now. Bill's 0 for 2. He's walked twice. And that's a swing and a miss. And Whitey back in action, finds his groove there. And the Tigers go down in order, folks. And I think they're going to bring in Hank here to pitch. 7th inning stretch here. Hank's going to come in to pitch. He'll be facing the bottom part of the order here for the Yanks. Dimitri, probably a pitch hitter for Whitey than Bobby Richardson. Let's see what Joe can do here, folks. And that's going to be another base hit. Joe is having a heck of a game here. Gets a base hit in the left field. Gets on for the Yanks. Go ahead, runs on it first. So we'll pitch hit here for Whitey. And who are they going to bring up here to pitch hit? Might. I think they're going to bring in Hector Lopez. He's going to come in here to pitch hit, folks. Either Lopez or Bob Serve. Guess we'll have Bob come in. He had a heck of a game yesterday. He was like 3 for 3. So let's see if he can keep that hot bat going here. With a runner down at first and nobody out. Here's the pitch to Bob. And that is going to be a ground ball down the third. He'll get Joe over the second, though, with that. That's the good part. At least it's a productive out. So that puts Joe down at second for Bobby Richardson here with 1 out. Can Bobby drive him in down there from second? And he hits that ball in the right field, and this game's no longer tied, folks. Bobby Richardson comes through with an RBI single, and the Yankees take a 3-2 lead here. Brings up Clint Boyer now. Oh, Hank's not having a very good outing here. 1 out now with Bobby down at second. Here's Boyer. And that ball is hit down the short. They'll go the long way over the first, so Richardson will get in scoring position. For Maris here with 2 outs. Rogers not having a very good game. He's 0 for 3. He's grounded into a double play, struck out, and flew out the right field. Let's see if he can get off the snide here, folks, and open this game up. Hey, Dan. And no, he can't. That ball is hit back to the mound, I believe. No, it's hit down the first. Cash is up with it. He underhand tosses it to Hank. But the Yankees take a lead with the Bobby Richards single. And it's 3-2, folks. And the Yankees got to bring in a pitcher. And I think they're going to go with a 2-inning save here for Luis. They're not going to mess around, folks. Because you got Mantle and them due up in the 9th. It takes some hits to get to him. So that's who they're going to go with. They're going to go with Luis here for a 2-inning save. All righty, he'll be facing the heart of the lineup here. K-Line, Colavito, and Cash here in the 8th. Let's see if he can get through this inning. Here's the pitch to Al. And that is swung on and missed, strike 3. That's the way to start the 8th. Here's Rocky. And that ball is hit down the short. Joe's got it. He's going to fire over to Skywin, and that's a quick 2 outs. Brings up Norm Cash now. 2 outs, nobody on. And that ball is hit in the left field. Yogi's near the line, makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 goes the Tigers. we go to the top of the ninth, folks. It's a 3-2 ball game. We got Mantle, Scouring, and Bear due up here against Hank. If anybody gets on, they got Fox in the bullpen warming up, trying to keep this a one-run game. Here's the pitch to Mick. And that is hit down the third. Virgil's got it. Throws across the diamond to get Mantle. Brings up the moves. He's 0 for 3. He struck out, popped up, and grounded out. And he's going to hit that ball down the short. That's a quick 2 outs. Brings up Yogi. Yogi with those 2 home runs today. Let's see if he can get number 3, folks. And you're not going to believe it, folks. That ball is back. Home run number 3. Yogi Bear is on fire. Phew. Darn. Casey's boy is lighting up here in Detroit. He has put the Yankees on his back and is carrying them across that plate. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Here's Johnny now with 2 outs, nobody on. And that ball is hit down the first. Cash has got it. Underhand throws to Hank. What the damage is done gives the Yankees some breathing room, and that's Yogi's home run, folks. Okay, who we got up here? We got the bottom part of the lineup. Brown, Fernandez, and Virgil here in the 9th. Here's the pitch to Brown. Let's see who they got on the bench here. They're going to leave Brown in here. They don't got a lefty really to come in and catch. And that's going to be hit down to Bobby Richardson. Easy play for Bobby for the first out. Here comes Chico Fernandez up now. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And he hits that ball down to Bobby. Bobby gobbles that up. Throws over to Scouring. And there's 2 down. They're going to pitch hit for Virgil here. Boris is going to come in to pitch hit for Virgil. Try to keep this inning alive. Hey, Tim. And here's the pitch to Steve. The Tigers are down to the last out. And he gets a single in the center, folks. Just like that. Tigers are still alive. Boris with a pitch hit single. That brings up the top of the order. No, it don't. It brings up Aguilar. Have a pitch hitter for him. And I think they're going to go with Maxwell for this. Maxwell or Osborne. I say Maxwell. Max is going to come out and pitch hit. There's Charlie. So you got 2 outs now, a runner down at first and Boris. Here's the pitch to Maxwell. And that ball is swung on and missed. Strike 3, folks, and that's the way to end the ball game. The Yankees sweep the Tigers in Detroit, folks. 4-2 win. Let's take a look at the box score here. The Yankees win. The Yankees win, folks. All 3 games increased that lead. I think it's up to 6-game lead now. And this has got to be about Yogi hitting 3 home runs. Yep. Barra hits 3 home runs. Yogi was the man here today, folks. He was all solo shots, but he did the job. Yankees 4 runs on 7 hits and 3 errors. 7 of those 3 hits were Yogi home runs, folks. Bobby Richardson had 2 of the other hits. Like I say, Yogi drove in all but that one Bobby Richardson's double. And Whitey, if he wouldn't have been walking everybody, pitched a hell of a game, folks. It's a one-hitter. The only hit was Steve Boris. I didn't realize I took Yogi. Oh my God, I took Whitey out of a freaking no-hitter, folks. I did not realize that until right now. Ain't that crazy? Did not realize that. All those walks and errors. And I took Whitey Ford out of a game. He gave up 2 runs and didn't give up a hit, folks. 6 walks. Both of those runs was unearned. He's ready to kill me. Now I look back. Ain't that awful? Luis comes in, pitches 2 innings and gives up a hit and strikes out 2. Took a man out pitching a no-hitter. Was not paying attention to that. Larry, 7 runs on 4 hits and 2 runs on 4 hits, walked 2, struck out 4, gave up 2 of the 3 home runs. And Hank, 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, and gave up 1 of the home runs. Crazy, crazy management there. But like I say, it was only a 1-run ball game, and he didn't look like he was pitching well at all. It's crazy, ain't it? Like I say, seemed like he was in trouble every inning. Let's look at the box score here. Scorecard. Look at that. 6th inning. He walked 3, gave up that error. Yeah, sure. Yep. Well, without the pitch hit, though, pitch hit for him instead of actually just taking him out of the game. But yeah, did not realize he had a no-hitter, folks. All righty, let's do some fast play here. We got the Senators traveling up to Boston to take on the Red Sox. And the Red Sox win big. Senators 4 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. The Red Sox 11 runs on 16 hits and no errors. That's a doubleheader, folks. Can the Senators bounce back and get at least 1 here? No, the Red Sox sweep them and beat them bad again. The Senators 1 run on 5 hits and no errors. The Red Sox 9 runs on 14 hits and an error. And we got a double hitter here in Chicago with Minnesota traveling on up there to take on the White Sox. Here's the first game, folks. And the White Sox win a close one. The Twins 5 runs on 11 hits and an error. The White Sox 6 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors. Can the Sox sweep them in this doubleheader? No, the Twins win. 4 runs on 10 hits and 2 errors. White Sox 1 run on 5 hits and no errors. We got Baltimore traveling up to Cleveland to take on your Indians, Tim, and a doubleheader. Here's the first game. And the Orioles blow out the Indians. 13 runs on 19 hits and no errors. The Indians, no runs on 4 hits and no errors. Let's see the box score here. Sure. Snyder, Gentile, Gus, and R all hit home runs. Gentile had a double also. Gentile with 3 RBIs on the game. Gus with 3 RBIs. Sure. Snyder with 2. Temple had 2 hits. That was about it for the Indians. Hey, Ken. Alrighty, let's go to game number 2 here. See if the Indians can bounce back. And the Orioles win a close one, but it's still a slugfest. Orioles 10 runs on 12 hits in an error. Indians 8 runs on 17 hits in an error. Sure. And the last game in the American League is the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Kansas City A's. Let's see what happens here in Kansas City, folks. And the Angels win 7 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors. I think that snaps their like 8 or 9 game losing streak. The Athletics 3 runs on 10 hits and an error. Let's take a look at the standings now after June 18th. And the Yankees are up 6 games on the Tigers. Baltimore 6.5 games back. Minnesota Twins are 7.5 games back. Los Angeles Angels, yeah, they did. That was a 9-game losing streak they snapped. Now they're 12 games back. The Indians are on a 8-game losing streak, Tim. Sure. Red Sox are 14.5 games back. Senators are 19.5 games back, and the A's are 22.5 games back. I want to thank Ken Castro, Cleveland baseball fan 879. Check out his channel. He's doing the 2007 Indians replay. Dan, Thomas, and DC, glad to see you stop by in a live game, DC. Until next time, guys, you have a great evening and take care. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And on your way out here of Detroit, hit that like button and leave some comments. Yeah, I'll have to check it out, DC, when get to the end of the season, see how it works out with the Braves and the Yanks. Until next time, you all take care.